Minister, do you not find it abhorrent that this state buys any sort of military equipment of Israel? This is a state that in the past 8 weeks have killed 50 people, protesters, unarmed, on the Israeli-Gaza border, including journalists and children, shooting them dead, some of them in the back. They also routinely jail children under military court. This is not a normal state. And I think people will be sickened to the stomach that this state buys any sort of military equipment of the State of Israel. The company in question that you bought these UAVs off, Aeronautics Defence System, if you go onto their website, they say it's battle-trained and battle-hardened drones that have been trained in Iraq and Afghanistan. And I'm sure these drones have been used also in the occupied territories of Palestine. So, Minister, there's blood on your hands that you're in complicity with the Israeli government and buying any sort of military equipment, because these are not benign vehicles. These are vehicles meant to surveillance and destroy.
Minister.
I don't want to accept your assertion that there's blood on my hands,
there is, Mr.
Deputy.
There is.
But let me state that the number one priority for me is that we have the best equipment for our personnel when they go overseas, and that our equipment matches the best equipment that is out there. Now, Deputy, you see, you're very interesting when you might say, and I hope it never happens, that Irish personnel are ever injured or killed overseas because of the lack of the equipment that we have. And if that did happen, that if we sent members of the Irish Defence Forces overseas with not the very best equipment that is available out there, well, I can assure you, you'll be breaking down the doors here, coming in after me, that we let our Defence Force members go overseas with equipment that wasn't the very best that is out there. And then you'd be saying, there's blood on my hands as well. So, the number one priority for me, the number one priority for me is that we get the best equipment available for our personnel that is out there, but that we still operate within the process and parameters that are set out, and I've outlined those parameters in my original reply.
Supplementary, Deputy Kenny.
Mr. There is blood on your hands. If you watch the pictures of what's going on in the Israeli-Gaza border, the Israeli army are using drones, going over protesters and dropping gas canisters. This has led to people respiratory problems, inflammation and bleeding. And as I said, 50 people have been killed. But Israel, Minister, you don't get it. Israel is not a normal state. It's a racist state, an apartheid state. And this state is buying arms off Israel that are using against Palestinians and ordinary people across the world. And your department last year said they defended in terms of cost of the UAVs. But how about the cost of Palestinians? How about that? Never think about that. Do you think, Minister, that Israel has killed 50 innocent people? Do you think Israel is a normal state? Did you think apartheid South Africa was a normal state? Do you think that? And do you think it's acceptable that this state buys any sort of military equipment of a state that literally kills thousands of Palestinians? Tell me that, Minister. And if you can give me a good question or good answer, then there won't be blood in your hands.